Professional Learning Network number 2, and tonight's training is Zoom technology. So the first question is, how do I get into Zoom? There are a couple ways to get into Zoom. Typically, case managers will send you an email, and in that email they may send you a Zoom link that looks like this. If they send you a Zoom link, you can just click on that and it should automatically open a browser window and lead you into a Zoom meeting. The second way to do that is to insert the meeting ID and passcode. And attached to this presentation, we are including an information document explaining how to get into Zoom using the user ID and passcode. So please refer to those step-by-step documents. All right, when you first log into Zoom, if the presenter or others don't have their camera on, this is the screen you could get. I just wanted to show you because it kind of looks like a screen you might get if you made a mistake, but this is actually what it would look like to join a Zoom when nobody has their camera feature on. So if you get this, just hold on a second and I'm sure somebody will pop up soon. All right, when you first get into Zoom, there are a few ways that you can view your screen. Located in the upper right corner of the screen is an option. It's going to be up here where this circle is, an option that you can change the view of your screen. There are 3 options. The first one is speaker view. That's what it looks like right now, and that will follow whoever the main speaker is during that time. So as the speaker changes, different people will pop up. The second way to view is gallery view, and that looks like this. And that means everybody is in their own little square equally, so you can see everyone. And gallery view will work up to 25 people it will put on the screen. This is what I like to call the Brady Bunch screen. It'll put everybody in their own equal size boxes. Then when someone is sharing their screen, like I am doing right now, Zoom will automatically pop up full screen on your computer. So if you want to exit full screen, you just need to press ESC to exit full screen. All right, let's look at some basic Zoom controls. This toolbar is what you will see at the bottom of your Zoom. And let's go into depth in some of these basic controls. The first ones we're going to look at are over here. This is mute and the video. If it has a red slash through it like this, that means that you're muted. So participants, anyone on the Zoom can't hear you, and you could still hear them though. Same thing with the video. That means my video is turned off, so you can't see me in that moment. What we want to do when we first get into a Zoom is at least unmute, and you just click on it to unmute, and then it will look like this. And same thing if you want to show your video, just click on it to show your video. All right, the next button we're going to look at, this is the participants button. If you click this button, the number up here beside it will tell you how many participants are in that Zoom meeting. And then if you click on it, it will show you the list of participants. When I took this screenshot, it was just me. All right, some things to note on this page. At the very bottom, you're going to see a toolbar down here that has raise hand, yes, no, go slower, go faster, and some more options. This is where, like we mentioned earlier in the norms, if you have a question, you can go ahead and click that button to raise your hand. Zoom will put an icon beside your name that has the little hand up, and the presenter will know that you have a question and need to be called on. All right, continuing on down. This is the chat feature. When we say you can put your questions in the chat, you can just click on this. And again, it opens up a new screen. Something to note on this page is right here where it says to everyone. If you click on everyone, you will get a drop-down menu that has that you could private message someone. If you want to just talk to the host directly, you can just move that and then type your message into this bar and hit return, and that will post your question in the chat. All right, the next button we're going to talk about is the share screen button. It's the green button in the middle of your bar. If you want to share your screen, sometimes the host has to enable that, so you may have to say, if you click on it, it may tell you the host has to enable that, so you may have to ask. If the host already has that enabled, when you click on it, you're going to get something that looks like this. On this screen, you will see all the open tabs that you have open on your computer. So if you have lots of open tabs, that's what it's going to show you. A couple of things I want to note for you on this is if it has a blue box around it, like my desktop does right here, that means if I click share down here, that's what I'm going to share. I highly recommend not sharing your whole desktop. It's really easy to share private information that way that maybe you don't want to share. So I'm going to recommend not sharing your desktop. Instead, in this case, for example, I want to share my PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on this button, which is the PowerPoint that I'm showing with you guys right now. And I'm going to make it blue. See how the blue box went around it? And then I can come down here and click share. But one more thing I want to show you before we leave this page is down here in the lower left, it says share computer sound. Share computer sound is important if you want to share like a video or some sound on your computer. It can sound really loud to you if you don't have this box checked, but it's not very loud to the Zoom participants if you don't have this box checked. So if you want to share a video or something that has sound on it, you're going to want to click in this box, share computer sound, and then you can go ahead and click over here in the right-hand corner, share, and that will share your screen. All right, so some options when you're screen sharing or when someone else is screen sharing. Right now, because I'm screen sharing my screen with you, if you go to the top of your screen, you will see you are viewing Lynn Hyman's screen. To the right-hand side of that, it'll give you view options. If you click that, it will open this drop-down menu. Important things to note on this drop-down menu, especially with our new paperwork system Frontline, sometimes it comes across really tiny on the screen. So you won't have to say, I can't see that. You can go click on view options and then zoom into the window however much or less you need to see what's written on the screen. So this is just really helpful to know. Anytime somebody's sharing their screen, you have these options. Additionally, down here a little bit further, there are some more options. To sign the new paperwork system, you can request remote control access. And in that, when you click, you can then get mouse control to sign in the box, to sign the paperwork. That's just one way you could sign. Also, exit full screen is on here, and there are some other options. All right, additionally, when I'm sharing my screen, you will see our pictures over on the right-hand side. And at the top of all the pictures, the little thumbnail pictures, are some options up here. So there are 3 options I wanted to point out. This option, the first one with the 2 boxes stacked, means that you'll see all the pictures in a row. If you make that box wider, you can see more participants. The second one, the one that's just the single one right here, means that you would only see the speaker again. And then the third option is, sometimes those little Zoom boxes get in your way when you're trying to do stuff. And so if you click this third option over here, it will take it down where it's just a bar and you don't have to see anybody's face. So just some options on how you can view your screen when screen share is on. All right. So we've talked about screen share. Let's talk about record. So there is a record feature in Zoom. If you are not the host and you click on that button, it's likely you're going to get, please request record permission from the meeting host. Then you can just say, can you please make it where I can record? And the host can set that up. All right. This reactions button, I'm not going to talk a lot about that. It's just a button that has a clapping hands and I think a thumbs up. And you can choose that and it'll show up on your thumbnail picture that you're clapping hands or giving a thumbs up. And finally, over here on the far right is a button to leave. If you click on this, it'll give you options to end the meeting for everyone or to leave the meeting. And that's how you can exit Zoom. You can also exit Zoom in the upper left-hand corner with the X that we're all familiar with, the red X, that also works. All right. Any questions that I can answer, please let me know. Look at those cute little puppies. And just a couple reminders. Please keep an eye out for our recordings, which will be posted on the special education website. If you have additional questions regarding services or student-specific IEPs, please contact your case manager or campus administrator. And then you can always contact the SPED department by going to Let's Talk. Here is the web address, or you can text or call the SPED help desk or the SPED email address. All right. Thank you so much for attending this basic Zoom training. Again, we didn't go into a lot of detail on Zoom, just some Zoom basics. And please know you're invited to join the AISD special education team in our family information series, which is happening every week from 6 to 7 p.m. on Thursdays. And the first half will be in English, and then we'll have at 6:30 will be in Spanish, and we'll also have translation available there. So please come and join us. Next week's session will be creating a student workspace at home. I can't wait to see everybody, and thanks again for joining us tonight. Have a great day, and